One thing I hope every African living abroad learns is that trying new things, new ingredients does not mean that you abandoning your own food behind. It simply means you are giving yourself more delicious options. If you watch the teriyaki salmon recipe I posted some few weeks ago on the channel, you would know that soy sauce has become part of my kitchen. And the funniest thing is, I would have walked past it a few years ago in the supermarket without even giving it a second thought. Today, I keep soy sauce in my kitchen because of simple recipes like this. And this has actually become one of my family's favorite dinners. And if you're looking for something that is simple, garlicky, sweet, and packed with lots of flavor, then stick around because I'm so excited to share with you this honey garlic chicken, and I hope I motivate you to step out of your comfort zone. We are going to need about 6 chicken thighs. You can also cut them into bite-sized pieces if you prefer, and you can as well use chicken breast, drumsticks, or even chicken wings. It just depends on what you love. And then we also need some honey, some soy sauce, and then we have some rice wine vinegar, some sweet chili sauce, then garlic and ginger, and then we have some salt, and then we also have some cornstarch for a slurry, and then we have some sesame seeds for garnishing. Start by cutting the chicken dry. This helps it brown beautifully instead of steaming. And then you season lightly with salt, black pepper, and garlic powder on both sides. Heat up a little oil in a hot pan and then place the chicken into the hot pan and let it sear undisturbed. Do not rush the browning. A beautifully golden chicken means more flavor later. While the chicken is browning, let's quickly make the sauce. In a bowl, combine honey, soy sauce, sweet chili sauce, rice wine vinegar, and water. Now give everything a good mix. I'm using a reduced sodium soy sauce today. I find it gives me much better control over the seasoning while still bringing all that delicious umami flavor. Return back to the chicken, flip each piece and brown the second side. I'm cooking mine for about 7 minutes per side. It doesn't need to be fully cooked yet because it will finish cooking gently in the sauce. Remove the chicken from the pan and then pour away the excess oil and wipe out any burnt bits so our sauce stays clean and glossy. Finally mince the garlic and then slice one spring onion. So we're going to cook the white part with the garlic and save the green tops for garnish. Heat a little oil and then add the garlic. Grate in the fresh ginger, add the spring onion, and then let everything cook for about 30 seconds until just fragrant. Note we are not browning or burning. Just before adding the sauce into the pan, give the sauce another quick stir and then pour it into the pan. Once it begins to simmer, then return the chicken, cover every piece with the sauce. Now, don't rush this next step, okay? The longer this gently simmers, the more that sauce transforms into that beautiful sticky glaze we are after. Let everything simmer for around 15 minutes. If you prefer a thicker glaze, simply let it cook a little longer. I'll keep mine slightly lighter today because I'm serving it with rice. Now mix the cornstarch clearly. So I just dissolve about 1 tablespoon of water into 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. Then pour it in while stirring. And now you will immediately see the sauce become so glossy. Then finish with a drizzle of sesame oil and then sprinkle over the sesame seeds. Finish with the sliced spring onions. And today I'm serving mine with a fluffy rice, some broccoli, and carrots. But to be honest, you can serve it with whatever vegetables you have around your home. And one of the things I love most about this recipe is how easy it is to adapt with ingredients you already have. So it's time to taste. I just love how sweet, the garlic flavor, the ginger flavor, everything is just, I don't know how to explain this. I wish you were here with me to taste these. This is exactly the reason why I love keeping Asian spices or ingredients in my kitchen. Because tell me, why not? So good, so delicious. And hey, if you're an African living abroad and you have never ever cooked with soy sauce before, or probably not tried Asian style meals or ingredients before, this is your sign to start trying, because you never can tell what your favorite meal might be. It might just be one ingredient away. Okay? And by the way, if you're interested to see the teriyaki salmon I was talking about, make sure to check the link up above. And tell me in the comment section, what's that ingredient you have become so used to that you never grew up enjoying? Me, definitely Asian ingredients like soy sauce, all the sauces. I've come to realize that they have to be part of my kitchen. Yes, so I hope this video encourages you to step out of your comfort zone, to try new things and just have fun with it. So guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another episode of Flavor Lab with Zeedel, where I share with you beautiful Cameroonian recipes and also new flavors like this with you. So see you in the next video. Bye.